Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's another episode. Well, not an episode of the Mixed Tag Show because clearly I have some guests with me, and Jenna's not here. Thank God. She should be fine, everybody. She's okay. Today's a different episode. We're gonna look into the preview for this upcoming weekend Battle Slam fight for ATL. I have a couple of guests with me. I'm gonna start to you guys to my left. Phil, go ahead and introduce yourself. A friend of the show, of course.
First of all, I do not want to co-sign what my man just said about Jenna. We are all good over here, Jenna. I don't want anybody getting this idea about me disrespecting black women. That is not something I'm cool with. That was not me that said that.
Wow, you know there are rumors about that.
Yeah, nah. That was not I.
It's all love. We do it all the time.
But of course, this is Phil Lindsey from Grapsity Podcast. Bleacher Report, probably somewhere else. I don't know.
The world. And we'll go right ahead underneath me. Go ahead, Gerard.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Gerard Bonner. I am color commentator for a few places, Southern Honor Wrestling, doing some things with the Nightmare Factory, also working with Battle Slam as well. Super excited to be here. I've got my own podcast called The Faction and a few other things, but it's a joy to be hanging with you guys tonight.
Definitely. Gerard, I don't know if you know this, but the way I found you, I want to get into that real quick, is one of my friends who's a wrestling fan. He told me, like, yo, you have to follow this brother on Instagram. He's on the move, and I think you guys should really connect. Shout out to my boy G. He definitely put you on the map to me, and that's the reason why I started following you on Instagram, and that's how I started connected with you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man.
Go ahead, Big Bear.
What's going on? This is Jabari McIntyre. I am the creator of the Nation of African American Wrestling Facebook group. So I don't have a podcast. I don't do none of that. But I'm just happy to be here.
He definitely puts on for the coach a lot.
Say what?
But you definitely put on for the coach a lot.
Man, I try, man. I really try, man.
Well, the reason why I brought you guys here tonight is because this upcoming weekend we have Battle Slam Fight for ATL. I was supposed to do this before to do a recap on the last one, Battle Slam Vendetta, but I had, for other reasons, I was able to do it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a preview this time because I definitely want to make sure there's a lot of eyes to this program. It's a great card that's coming together. Did you guys get a chance? Well, I know Gerard got the chance. I see. Yep, you're right. Jabari was there, front row. I know Phil watched it. How did you guys feel about Vendetta to kick it off?
I thought Vendetta was a lot of fun. I thought it clearly had a different vibe than a lot of indie wrestling shows. Like you could clearly see that, the crowd was into it. Just not even just the vibe of having somebody like Patrick Troy in the building, but just like seeing how the fans and the wrestlers were hip hop enthusiasts. It was cool.
For Gerard, how was it for you to be on commentary for that show? When I put it on the TV, my wife was like, yo, who are these two people talking? They sound like black. I'm like, yeah, it's like basically an all-black show. She's like, yo, I'm feeling this. And she actually laid down and watched it with me because she could actually connect to it. How was it on commentary with Suge?
Man, it was an honor to be hanging with Suge. I have followed him for quite some time. And so, funny story, I think I could tell this story. So I got the call to do this the day before Vendetta. And I got to shout out Jabari because Jabari is the one who hits me up in my DM. He's like, hey, Baron Black is looking for you. And I'm like, okay, like, sure. And so literally I found out 24 hours before the show that I'd be calling the show. And so it was just an amazing night from start to finish, just merging hip hop with pro wrestling, an amazing card. The fans were crazy. And man, it was an honor, an absolute honor.
And the crazy thing is that you guys, between you and Suge, you guys definitely have some great chemistry on screen. Like, you guys were definitely fitting off each other, and you could see that. And it just sounded like it was natural, like you guys had something prepped weeks in advance.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, there was no prep. there was no prep, and so that was awesome. And I love being able to make those kinds of connections, and it was something we were able to do for the culture. So clearly, people like it because we're doing it again this Sunday.
Definitely. Well, Jabari, you had front row seats and got some interaction going during the show. How did you enjoy it?
You know what? I really enjoy shows like that. The up close action. I like the fact that, like Gerard said, it was a melding of hip hop and wrestling. Two things that I really, really love. And the atmosphere was just great. We had a really good time in the crowd. We did have a couple of interactions with a couple of wrestlers. Shout out Casey, because you know what? Hey, I'm gonna see you at the next show though. I'm gonna see you Sunday, but still got to shout him out anyway. But everybody understood, what the show was, and Pastor Troy from the beginning really set the stage for everything. And I think by the time we were going home, that we all were about to pass out. I can't even lie. We were all about to pass out because we got just super hyped.
Yeah.
Super hyped. So it was a very fun show. I mean, stat card from top to bottom. And I just can't wait to see it again on Sunday.
And I'm about to say that before we move on to this Sunday, what was the match of the night for you guys from Veneta? You can start with Gerard. It seems like he troubled over there.
Great, you can start with me. Oh gosh. I think that that four-way eliminator that had JDX and Zenshi and Adam Priest, and that was nuts. And equally nuts was the four-way eliminator on the women's side as well. It was very physical. Queen Aminata, who can literally do no wrong. But her and Janai Kai, it came down to those two, and it was killer. I mean, it was killer. So really, you had amazing things all the way across the board. Those two matches initially stand out. And then, of course, the main event, Baron Black, chopping people's heads off. It was nuts. Him, and it was just crazy. It's just a crazy night. And that's the cool thing. There wasn't a bad match on the card, start to finish.
Right. What about you, Phil?
Yeah, I think the Eliminator was probably the best match of the night because, man, there were just so many cool spots in it. Zenshi just hanging off the ceiling at certain points, doing stuff that I didn't know you could even do with core muscles, taking out of the side of the rope and pulling itself back in. I think that was probably match of the night for me.
What about you, Jabari?
I have to agree all the way around. That four-way eliminator was just completely nuts. I mean, every single person had a different style of high flying, and I just really couldn't believe what I was seeing because, like you said, Zenshi was just hanging off the ceiling for no reason. Mm-hmm. Chad Skywalker literally backflipped and kicked the fan.
Yeah,
literally just the fan, living up to his name of being the Skywalker. Mm-hmm. And JDX, I believe he's going to be a star somewhere, really soon. Yeah. I really love JDX. That's my guy. And Adam, when he put on, when he put on the vest, the audacity of him putting on the vest was just you know what? I love this guy. I hate to love him, but I really. Yeah, but also the four-way eliminator for the women's too.
Mm-hmm. That's a hard fighter.
I don't know if y'all saw, but we were acting a fool throwing the roses on the ground floor and everything like that.
Yeah,
but we had to show love to the queen. But both of those matches were equally match of the night.
Mm-hmm. What you about to say, Phil?
Man, Adam coming out with lemonade was one of the moments of the night. Hilarious, man.
Right.
For me, I think what I enjoyed the most out of the title, you guys are not wrong by any means, but for me, what I really enjoyed, the tag team match between C4 and Infantry, that match to me, was a wow, and the way they ended it, I was like, yo, they got to run this back. And I was hoping that they run it back this coming one, but we're definitely going to see them again, I guess, in the future, because that was definitely a match that was dope to watch.
Yeah.
Coming up coming up this weekend, though, we have a stacked card, as you guys already said. There's another tag team. Well, there's a tag team eliminator. There's a fatal four-way eliminator. What are you guys looking forward to? We can start off with Jabari.
This time, for one, I am looking forward to a little scrappy because I do want to see how want to see how he starts everything. I do want to see how if he can match the energy that we had the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I am looking forward to running back the four-way tag team eliminator this time because I want to see C4 and the infantry actually have a good finish to the match.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a bad match, but I just need them to actually finish this time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm most looking for. And also I'm looking forward to see Private Party too. I want to see what they actually bring. I want to see what they bring this time too. So, and I want them to punch KC in the face, so it don't matter. I want them to punch KC in the face, so I want to see that.
What about you, Gerard?
There are so many amazing matches on here. The idea of Tasha Steelz and Queen Aminata, that match, I am like, wow, I'm floored that we're getting that. That's gonna be crazy. Baron Black and Zenshi, that's gonna be nuts. I can't imagine what Zenshi's gonna try to pull off, if he'll even get that high, if Baron doesn't chop his entire life away. So that's gonna be crazy. Another match we haven't mentioned that I think is gonna be really dope: Leon Ruff and Dante Martin. You want to talk about frequent flyer miles? This is gonna be that. Yeah, man. So those are some of the ones I'm looking forward to. It's gonna be crazy.
What about you, Phil? Your last one out.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Dante versus Leon Ruff. Just because Dante's the man. Like, I feel like he's one of the best up-and-coming black wrestlers out there. And I do think the tag match is going to be really good, too. I think people forget how good Private Party is sometimes until, like, they show up on TV again. Like, I remember recently they popped up and their tag came up to, oh, my God, it's Private Party. I'm like, yo, it's the guys. Like, they're gonna put on. It wasn't even a long match, but I'm telling you, man, the second they take off as baby faces, it's gonna be to the moon, man. Like, it's coming.
Yes.
I definitely agree. I feel like like you said, a lot of people forget like how great Private Party is. The match that they have with the Young Bucks constantly stick out to me. And when they was doing the tag team tournament for the AEW tag team titles, and just to show how, and then they show they do like diversity and like their hillside working with Matt Hardy, and like you said, I can't wait for them to propel. I am looking forward towards the Tasha Steelz versus Queen Aminati. Sorry, Queen. I'm like talking too fast. Versus Queen. As you already see, I got the shirt. Make sure you shout out Brick City for me, Gerard, because
yes.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Yes.
That's Jersey.
He never said okay either. He was just like, no. We calm down a bit.
He said yes.
I did say yes.
Thank you. And also, like you said, the Leah Ruff and Dante Martin. That match is going to be crazy, in my opinion. I feel like it's going to be very fast-paced. Hopefully, they don't start it off, but I feel like they're going to start it off to set the tone, and I think that would be amazing. For everybody that's looking forward to watching it, it's going to be on Fight TV this upcoming Sunday, June 12th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you check that out, Battle Slam 2, Fight for ATL. Is there anything that you guys see on this card that might be a sleeper for some people?
I would say make sure you're paying attention to this Adam Priest JDX match. I think these two guys have a rivalry that predates Battle Slam, and the last Battle Slam really started to build on that. And I think now that we get to see those two in a survival match, which I have to tell you, I don't know what that means yet. So that could mean a number of things. So yeah, I can't wait to see that. I think that's one we've got to make sure we're looking out for.
Yeah, survival match. I don't know what that means. It's gonna be buried alive.
Oh God, I hope not.
What about you guys? What you think is a sleeper on the card?
I believe that Baron Black and Zenshi might be the sleeper, even though I can't really say that Baron will have a sleeper match.
Right.
But I just want to see what Baron would do to actually ground Zenshi, because this is a guy that will literally jump everywhere in the building.
Mm-hmm.
If he finds a high spot in the building, Zenshi will jump off of it or climb on it or do something at it.
Yeah.
Seeing how Baron is actually going to chop him down, seeing how he's going to get his hands on it, and when he finally gets his hands on it, seeing how he's just going to grind him, that's what I want to see. You know, that could literally be a sleeper, because we know what everybody else could do. We know that every other match, you know, has a mix of styles that, you know, are made for each other. This match really isn't. These are two totally different styles, totally different men, two totally different philosophies. So that match to me, that could be the sleeper for me.
Yeah, I agree.
What about you, Phil?
I kind of agree, because I feel like Baron has been on a streak of matches from Terminus up of matches that over deliver. Because I mean, man, like the Bandito match is still really good. That the match with Lee is really good. So yeah, I think that this is the sleeper match for me. I have now learned in the midst of all this to not underestimate Baron Black.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a sleeper. Is one I'm interested in is the tag team eliminator, because I've seen what Infantry could do. I've seen what C4 could do. I can see what Horsemen could do. I'm not familiar with the Russell twins, so I'm very interested in that match to see how it's going to be handled. Again, since it's a tag team eliminator, are all four going to be in the ring at the same time, or are they going to do one-on-one and tag in and out? Like, that's what I'm interested in, to see how they handle that. Like, when it comes to wrestling, sometimes the rules, everything is different. Everybody handles it so differently that sometimes, like, you got to pay attention to what's happening. And if they have all four of them in the ring together, and it's like, that's going to be a very interesting thing to see. So that's what I'm, like, looking forward to the most. Like, all right, let me see how this is going to be handled, because this could get chaotic ASAP.
Yeah.
What songs y'all want from Little Scrappy, though? Let's be honest here. What do you want from Little Scrappy?
Okay. So I guess I'll start being the ATL guy.
Right.
We got to go ahead. To me, it got to be Headbusters. It has to be. I don't think it just will fit everything. I mean, come on now. We're at a wrestling event. Put your hand where your fist at.
Yeah.
If he doesn't do it, I'd actually be disappointed, really.
Wow.
Now he got to.
I'll be disappointed, actually. I mean, come on now. That was our anthem for a while. That was one of our anthems.
Yeah.
So I but you know, hey, if he doesn't do it, okay.
You can already hear disappointment. You can already hear the disappointment in his voice, like,
you know,
very clear.
All the ATL is still gonna be in the front row, so we gonna get it regardless.
It's slipping my mind. I don't know why. I'm trying to remember who they had headline Vendetta.
Pastor Troy.
Pastor Troy.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is like, I'm hoping they bring this out of ATL, because because Chicago gets everything.
Look at this New York guy. You guys get so much stuff. You got all of the best verses. You're talking about we need to. Come on, man.
First of all, I'm not New York. I'm New Jersey. All right.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you.
I'm New Jersey. There's a difference.
Can't Atlanta have something?
But y'all be getting everything between y'all and Chicago.
No, we don't.
I had the two terminuses, and then you be getting everything AEW.
Okay,
man.
We need send over here.
The planes work, you know. Planes work.
Yeah.
Fly on down.
You might
It's
even
easier
have a
said
place
than
to
done.
stay. You never know. You might have a place to stay. I don't know.
See?
I try to go to Chicago. You know how much it costs to fly to Chicago right now? I don't know why it's so high, but it's like $500 just to go to Chicago.
Yo,
you can drive to Atlanta.
Right now.
You can drive to Atlanta.
That part.
Yeah, I can. I haven't been to Atlanta in a minute, though. Last time I went to Atlanta was, I believe it was 2008, Atlanta Big Picnic.
Shame,
it's
sir.
it's been a
Shame.
while. It's
Yes,
been a
sir.
very long time.
Come on back, sir.
Like,
Yeah.
last time I was there, the underground was still open. That's how
Oh,
bad.
underground doesn't exist anymore. Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. I heard
is the
about that.
underground at this point?
Right.
It's a parking deck at this point.
That's exactly what it is. Wow.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
you need to make your way back. It is a wrestling hotbed for sure. So, yeah.
Is that what you? That's where you at too, Gerard? You in ATL?
Mm-hmm. I am.
Oh, see, gotta,
Yeah.
That's why they
I gotta
looked
do
at
some-
you when you said that Brick City. They were like, I don't know about that.
I gotta shout out Big City, man. Tasha putting on for the city.
Oh man.
I mean, you got two ATL boys right now. You got two ATLians right.
I know. I'm outnumbered. It's all right. As long as we don't go into no pizza talk, we good.
Oh boy.
No, it's soul food, sir. Soul food.
That's what I know. You, like, when it comes to Caribbean, I can come up here. I'll take that.
Oh, there's some amazing Caribbean spots here too.
There is.
There are.
Yeah, when
Absolutely.
y'all gotta put me on.
Yeah, when
I come down, yeah.
Jamaicans, they end up in one of three places: Miami, Atlanta, New York. So
Yeah,
it's a very
Yeah,
strong community here.
that's good. I gotta come down there and try because I went to Cali. That was not the move.
Why would you? Why would you?
I tried it. It was just like, nah, that's not it.
Wow.
This is not it. What is this? But I wanted to ask you guys: do you guys have any insight of what is this going to be a continuation for Battle Slam? Because this is like 2 months in a row now. You guys shows back to back. Do we see this for the rest of the summer, or does it continue to build somehow?
Well, I believe it could keep on going because the vision that it seems like Barron and Gresham have is that it's a series of events because you still have modern age grappling, you still have tournaments, and you still, Battle Slam is just, I guess, a branching off of tournaments and everything like that. So I believe with that vision, it will continue through the summer and probably till next year. I believe it'll be an ongoing thing now.
Yeah, I definitely think this is going to be a thing. And one of the reasons why I think it's a thing is because it is meeting an underserved market. Whenever you have a product, the determination of how long it lasts depends on the company that it's actually serving, the audience that it's serving. And so the African American community, the hip hop community, it's just odd that there's for all the connections that there are between wrestling, African American community, and hip hop, that there's not been a specific event designed for this. So the fact that this is happening and the response we've gotten, here's how I know this is going to be a thing. Because our first show we recorded and then we aired later on Fight, which the fact that it made it to Fight is a big deal. The fact that it is now going to be live on pay-per-view,
right?
Yeah,
guys, that is major. That says clearly that Fight TV believes in this product to be able to bring it to you live on pay-per-view. So that says a lot. And so if people love what's happening, the thing I would suggest is if you're in Atlanta, get your tickets and come to the show because it was packed last time. I'm sure it's going to be packed this time. But if you can't, watch it live on pay-per-view. That's one of the greatest things that we can do to ensure that products like this continue to grow. And if you want it in New York, it can start to travel and things like that once there's the kind of support that says, hey, we want this product. So by all means, buy it on pay-per-view, do what you got to do to see it, talk about it on the socials. Those things matter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
For sure.
definitely.
Sure.
Yeah,
People definitely got to go out and support.
And that's something that we always discuss is like support the wrestlers, not the companies, because a lot of times the companies with these fundings don't look our way in a proper light. And that's one of the things that I liked about Terminus, and that's one of the things I liked about Battle Slam is that is a platform for us to show what we can do and for us to support directly as well. That's why I wanted to try to get more hands-on with it. try to put more light on it, because we always complain about like there's not enough us doing this and that and the third. There's not enough in the room. None of us that's holding the pen. This and that. This is one of those things that's for us, so we should be supporting it and be watching it live, like you said, buy the pay-per-views, buy the merch, like look forward to it, talk about it every chance you get on Twitter. You don't have to do it just because it's gonna benefit you somehow. Sometimes you just got to do it just to do it, and hopefully help spark what is needed for this company, because it's time for a change, and we always look at it that way, right?
Yeah.
Right. And let me say this, coming from a person that was actually in the building, it did seem like homecoming / family reunion, because you have you have vendors everywhere at different shows, but the way the vendors were set up, if you went to any of these festivals or these African markets or anything like that, it captured the whole feel of that. It just felt different. Everybody was together. Everybody wasn't trying to get over on anybody like that. They were like, they're inviting you.
Yeah.
The atmosphere was like, okay, I haven't seen you in a while. Let me dap you up right quick. It was like coming home again.
Yes.
It was oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
Yeah. It just felt, even if you went to, okay, let's start with Pastor Troy. When Pastor Troy came on, all of a sudden I was jumping around. Next thing you know, I look to my left and I see Suge. Suge's supposed to be on commentary.
Right.
Suge's literally supposed to be on commentary. Suge is on live dancing with me. Like the DJ on the corner, he was getting crunk because nobody, could contain themselves. And that's the energy that I love right there. It was really it was a black show. Yeah. It's a black show, and they captured the essence of it being hip hop. They captured the essence of it being a wrestling show. They put it together very well. It was just magic.
Let me piggyback on that and say this, because you're right. One of the things we don't talk enough about is the atmosphere that's there. And the atmosphere, I was amazed because it was such a diverse atmosphere. It wasn't just an African-American audience. There were multiple ages there. I mean, there were literally 8 to 80 that were in that room, coupled with, multiple ethnicities. Because here's the deal. People love wrestling. And people love hip hop, okay? Yep. And I'll say this: what we have to understand when it comes to hip hop is the majority of the buying power in hip hop is not African American, family, right? It's our Caucasian brothers and sisters. So when you start talking about presenting wrestling, presenting hip hop, it's something that is not just a thing that we love. It's something that everybody loves, and the audience reflected that. The wrestlers, the roster reflected that. And it just was an amazing atmosphere where wrestling and hip hop were celebrated in a way that a wrestling community and a hip hop community would do. And so that's what makes this special. And so I'm so excited about this being live on pay-per-view, because now you'll get a chance to feel what the audience felt and see what the audience is seeing in real time. And so I can't get over how special this is, because it is. And for an event like this, again, I can't stress how big this is for us to be live on pay-per-view. This is a dream. On Fight TV, right? This is big, family. So, we, and it's been said earlier, as a community, we are very, very vocal when things happen that we don't like, and rightfully so. But we're also very, very silent when things are presented in an excellent manner that are designed for us. So we have the opportunity to change that narrative. And for all of the noise we've made about everybody else and what this one isn't doing and what that one isn't doing, what we've got here, I mean, you've got major stars on the indie circuit, stars from Impact, stars from AEW, stars from all MLW. They're all going to be here. So we don't have any reason. It's not expensive to get this pay-per-view. Yes, I'm selling the pay-per-view. I am, because I believe it's that important. I do. Like, we can't. Okay, and I'll shut up after this. We have to understand
Keep
the
going, keep
language.
going.
Please
We got to
don't.
understand the language of the culture, right? And so, while some of us we like talking, what executives pay attention to are what's happening on the socials and what's happening on the finances, right? And how many people are actually watching. That's what they care. Who ordered the pay-per-view? How many buys do we have? What's the buy rate? They care about that. So when you order these pay-per-views and then you talk about it on the socials, then they go, we got a thing. They don't care what it is. As long as those things are happening, you're going to keep rocking with it. And so I commend everyone who watched the first Battle Slam when it was free. Thank you for doing that. If you haven't done it, you can still go back and do it. Now that there's a cost to it, do it even more.
Sold. Boom.
Sir. There it is.
For sure.
There it is. I'm getting the pay-per-view and I'm on it. How about that?
Hey man, nah man, you gotta pay money because that's what a lot of these companies see. They see that money is put on the table.
That's it.
If they don't know that there's money to be made, sometimes, they're not going to do things that we feel like is common sense. We can sit here and say, hey, it's common sense to do more things with rap or to use certain wrestlers, but if they don't see that the money is there, they might not make the decision.
Right.
Because they're moved by different things. They're not moved by the social aspect. They're moved by the financial aspect. And that's fine. We just have to understand that and leverage that, and we have the chance to do that.
Yeah. It's a business.
And just to piggyback off all that, this is definitely just $14.99. It's one trip to Chick-fil-A. That's all it costs.
One trip.
Like,
You're right.
That's what it literally costs. Like, it's one
You're
trip
right.
to Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. They're closed, so use that $15
Nah, man.
to get yourself
Not on a Sunday.
Battle Slam.
Come on, man.
They close on a Sunday, so use that $15 that day to get you this battle. There you go, Battle Slam. $15. It's not that much. Just to show some love and support to one of your own. That's
Is
just my
Chick-fil-A
point.
really $15?
It's
meal.
getting there.
Nowadays,
Depending on what you order. Yeah.
See, man, that's why you should be eating at Harold's.
I mean, come on now. We got different things down here at Chick-fil-A that people
This
might
is
not
true.
have.
This is true.
We
about to say,
are home with Chick-fil-A, so
We are.
So
And
you
we've
don't
had that
have
stuff
Chick-fil-A in
before
Chicago?
Yeah, we do, but that's what I'm saying. No. There's Harold's, there's J&J's. Yeah, you ain't gotta pay $15.
Everybody's going up on their prices now, so
you're right.
Nah, man. When the Chick-fil-A sauce is going up too, man, it's crazy out here.
Yo, everything's going up, and there's a wing shortage. Like Walmart still didn't restock up on their wings. They just
Let's not start on that. We're a wing capital too, so
right.
See,
That
man.
hurts.
Have y'all been affected by this wing shortage? I like love wings. I've been very affected by this. Like,
Nah,
We've
man,
been all right. I mean,
Rick Ross trying to sell us on those thigh bites, man.
Look. Hey, don't sleep on those thigh bites though.
No, they ain't.
Come on,
They ain't.
Look, and maybe I just have a biased opinion because I live up the street from the one that he owns.
ah,
And live up the street from him, so
see, look, bias all over.
shout out to Ross. Maybe he'll be at the next Battle Slam. Who knows?
that's the
I was
thing.
about to
Like,
say.
we've been getting some people, so yeah.
Like,
And I was about to
let's
say
get
that, like-
Westside Gun. I know he's from Buffalo and everything, but he's in the city all the time. Let's get Westside Gun. Hell, let's get Killer Mike.
Yo,
That
this-
would be
like,
nuts.
Let's get Kill. I'm lobbying for Killer Mike or Ti. That's
Oof. Ooh.
you reaching up. You shooting up there.
I got to.
Why not?
This is my city. This is my city. I'm
Absolutely.
excited about this. We have, we're a home of hip hop.
Yes.
We have a lot of.
Whoa.
Whoa, you taking it too far.
Those
Went
are
too
fighting
far.
words with New York
He
guys.
said a home.
You went too
A
far.
home.
Hey,
Okay.
A home.
Okay.
You can have multiple homes, but
Yes,
we
I'm
are.
about to say you gone too far.
I'm sorry. What did Dre 3000 say? The South got something to say. The South got something to
No, I
say.
respect it. No, I
And
respect
also, let's
it.
get Big Boy on the show too.
Ooh.
No, I respect it.
Aaron, I hope you're listening.
Now,
I respect, but that's the thing. Like, how do we get these? Like, not only these rappers to show up on the show, but how do we get more sponsors for the show? And this is how we do it. It's like, yo, when we buy these pay-per-views, they can bring it to the table. Like, yo, look at these buys. So
Right.
now do you want to sponsor? Do you want to put the logo here? You know what I mean? Like, do you want to put a Wingstop outside so people could buy some food on the way in? Like, you know what I mean?
No, slutty vegan. It's got to be slutty. It got to be a slutty vegan.
Facts. It has to
What
be
is that?
slutty vegan. Yeah. Wait,
What's
he said,
that?
what is that?
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. You don't know about slutty vegan.
okay.
No, I don't.
Phil,
All
do
right,
you know about
imagine
slutty
your
vegan?
favorite burger.
Nah, that ain't a shot thing. Sorry.
Imagine your favorite burger, just vegan.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine your favorite burger. Everything tastes just the same, but it's actually good for you. That's slutty vegan. And you have people wrapped around the line. It opened up like 3 or 4 years ago. And one location still has people wrapped around the lines
And this
every.
is just an ATL thing?
They've opened about 4 or 5 locations in ATL. They have a food truck that's literally been traveling around the country, and wherever they
Now I
go,
look it up
they
now.
sell out like crazy. So
Yeah, look
Yeah.
up slutty vegan. Now, you will pay for it. You
will.
will pay for it.
but it's worth it.
It's work right. There you go. There you go.
It's worth it.
Well, when you eat healthy, they make you pay anyway. Like, look at the salad. The salad costs like $10, but you get
Yeah.
a burger for $1.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and that's another discussion because there's
Yeah.
that's a whole place.
But
That's a whole
not at Chick-fil-A thing.
well, that part.
Oh, there's one in New York.
Yeah, there is.
See, they
They
moving
just,
on.
they just opened one. They just
Mhm,
opened
they
one
did.
in New York.
They sure did.
Moving on up, sir.
They sure did. So
Huh.
make your way there. And I got to tell you, the entire experience is a vibe. Like it is not just some random go get some food. No, it is an entire vibe. It's an experience. So yeah, you got to check it out.
I might go this weekend.
Hey,
You
go.
should. You will
should.
enjoy
There you
it.
go.
Take the kids to the city and stop at a slutty vegan. I won't
Yeah.
do when the actual slutty means. I gotta come with a term, but
I told it's an experience. That's
Right.
all I can say. It is a full experience.
Dope.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining me for this preview. I didn't want to hold you guys up too long. It's during the weekday. I just wanted to make sure we get some eyes and get some voices about this upcoming event. Again, this Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be Battle Slam Fight for ATL, 7 p.m. on Fight TV, only $15. Get some food, get some people together, and enjoy the show. It's going to be a stat card. We talked about who was our favorite sleepers. Just get a chance and check it out. But in the meantime, Phil, what you got going on right now?
I am currently trying to drink as much tea so my voice doesn't sound like this. But nah, of course I've got a Grapsody every Saturday at noon on Fightful's YouTube channel. That's me, Will Washington, and Righteous Reg. I believe we have a guest this week. No. We have a guest next week. I'm sorry. But of course you can find my writing at Bleacher Report as well.
What about you, Gerard?
It's a big weekend for me. I've got Southern Honor Wrestling Friday. That's going to be a crazy night. And then Sunday, of course, we got Battle Slam live on pay-per-view. I'll be in the commentary booth with Suge D, and the response we've been getting on Twitter has been crazy. So thank you guys for how you've been supporting. I can't wait for this show. It is going to be incredible. Also, you can check out my podcast at The Faction Show, where we talk about all kinds of fun things connected to wrestling. And you can check out my new Pro Wrestling Tees store, prowrestlingtees.com/Bonnerfied. Brand new shirt that says Bet on You. I'm a big fan of supporting a lot of other people, but it's important that you believe in the amazing talents that you've been given and finally bet on you. So go get the shirt now, prowrestlingtees.com/Bonnerfied. And again, get the pay-per-view this Sunday, Fight TV, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be amazing.
I just want to say, again, I enjoy you guys' commentary. It's great to hear reference coming from us and not being forced from other people.
It's a lot of
I'm
people
just saying.
that be trying to use our culture, man.
I'm just saying. I'm just
right.
saying. It sounds natural. It sounds like I said. It sounds like you and Suge was on there for years together. And that's how it usually
Thank
is when
you.
we all come together. So I
Yeah.
appreciate you guys on the commentary.
Thank you
What
so
about
much.
you, Jabari?
Okay. Well, the only thing I have going on, I'm still the head man at the Nation of African American Wrestling Facebook group. That's an ongoing thing. Basically, think of it as a message board. Think of it as a message
Yeah.
board, and just come in and have fun with me. This weekend, I will actually be down South Georgia at Action Wrestling,
Mhm.
so I will be there, and of course, I will be Sunday front row entranceway at Battle Slam. You might see me, running around the ring. You never know what you might see. You might see more roses being thrown. You never know. I might get into it with Casey. You just never know what's going to happen. Respectfully though, respectfully,
Respectfully.
respectfully. But yeah, and also if you go to GeorgiaWrestlingHistory.blogspot.com, I actually do reviews there now. I've started doing reviews to every show
Nice.
I go to. So that's GeorgiaWrestlingHistory.blogspot.com. So that's what I'm going. That's what's going on. And of course, I'm here to support Gerard. I'm here to
Thank you,
support
brother.
Bill. I'm here to support you, Blue. So that's what the NAW is here for. The NAW is here to be the backbone for you guys. Whatever you guys got going on, I'll show up. If whatever podcast y'all got, I'll listen in. I'll interact. I'll throw $5 sometimes. It doesn't matter because I understand that it's important to support people that are doing best for the culture.
Mhm.
You guys are doing a fantastic job of getting your voices out there and representing the culture. And I can't say enough good things about you guys. And that's why I'm happy to support you guys. I'm proud to support you. So,
Appreciate you.
And we thank you. Appreciate that.
and
And
Gerard
we
knows he's my
appreciate
guy.
you.
Gerard knows that
And
that
Jabari
he
is
went
my
to bat
guy.
for me. He went to bat for me in a situation where I just, indebted to him for life now.
That's my guy, man. And I know I support Jabari 100% for what he's doing for all of us. And he's just a good brother. And so, again, taking up that charge that he has taken up for an underserved community is massive because it is now allowing us to be represented far better and be recognized. So thank you always, Jabari. I can't wait to see you Sunday, brother.
Oh, and also let me shout out Baron and Gresham.
Absolutely.
Because they saw that there was need. And don't get me wrong, there are other black shows out there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there aren't other black shows out there, but now we have another black show where we can get eyes on our people.
Yeah.
They're they might have a bigger platform this time. So
Right.
you have to shout out Baron, you have to shout out Gresham because
Yes.
they're putting on right now and making
Absolutely.
money good.
That's right.
Yeah, and with that said, like again, thank you guys for being on the show. With that said, next weekend, Black Wrestle Fest in Brooklyn. They have a couple of shows going on that weekend. It's Father's Day's weekend, so most likely I won't be able to make it out there. But I just wanted to make sure you guys support if you can. Black Wrestle Fest. Next week is gonna be Saturday and Sunday. I believe Sunday is the show. So if you get a chance to support that, and also. Yeah, and also next in August, which I won't be able to make it either. I think it's another weekend. Is it Jobber Slam that weekend? So if you get a chance, check that out as well when you come out to New York. If you guys come out to New York, reach out to me. I'll try to see if I come out for a couple hours. I got an army with me now, 4 kids. So when I can sneak out, I sneak out.
Let me say one other thing too. Because you're having so many problems trying to remember all these shows that it's a good problem to have right now.
That's right.
It is a great problem to have because we have so many like Black Wrestlers Matter show coming up. We have
Chicago.
Southern States here. Yeah, we have Southern States Wrestling
See
here.
what I mean?
Black we have, like you said, Jobber Slam. We have so many other Black Girl Magic coming up. We have a lot of
Black Girl Magic.
shows.
Yep.
Right, we have so many different shows coming up that is hard to keep up. That's why this is so important. That's why we have to keep it going.
That's right.
And I'm done.
Definitely.
I'm sorry.
You're good. If you haven't already, follow us at the Mix Tag Show. Follow me at Blue Magic Grind. Spell how it sounds. Follow Jenna at Miss Jenna Baby BAYBEE on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. We're gonna be working out on some more shows. I should be bringing back Put You On very soon. So for people that doesn't know what Put You On is, that's when I interview different indie wrestlers to try to get a bigger platform for them so that you get accustomed to. At the same time, we also watch a match together, one of their personal favorites. So make sure you check that out when we bring that back. Nothing else. I'm gonna keep doing some of these things for Battle Slam and do these previews again, trying to get some more eyes on the product. And I want to thank these gentlemen. I support all of them. Phil, you already know you're one of my boys. I support all your Ryder and Gerard. I love what you do.
Thank you.
Jabari, I'm already in the group. I've been in the group for like 4 or 5 years at this point. So you already know I support. I thank you guys for giving me your time on this Thursday night. And on that note, make sure you check out Battle Slam, Fight for ATL, 7 p.m., Fight TV, $15. It's nothing. All right? Peace.
It's nothing.
Nothing.
It's nothing.
Absolutely.